Okay, next one is down here. So we're gonna have to go left and then right all the way to the end. Oh, what do we have over there? Are you guys tars by any chance? No, you're goats. Not sure if that is a tar. Oh. And now we don't have enough elevation to see. There's a boar. And a white-tailed deer. A feral pig, okay. Also not what we need. Fair enough, we're just moving on then. Alright, let's go. Don't really care if I spook any animals right now. The more I hunt for them, the more of my respect they earn. If you were unaware of their lifestyles, you'd argue they're just lazy. Creatures of habit that can fly, but choose to mostly walk and run. But isn't this smart? Instead of relying on wings, you choose them as a last resort when there are no other options. After all, you need to build up all the energy you can to conceal yourself, to pick up that healthy snack that keeps escaping your beak, to run away for your life when danger is imminent. Smarty pants ground dwellers, that's what I call them these days. Go on, I challenge you to observe them for a bit and see for yourself how they are not appreciated enough. Big Bird, co-director of Matariki Birdwatching Association. This guy wants us to harvest a helmeted guinea fowl shot with a bow and a pheasant shot with a shotgun. So technically, if we wanted to do this mission at the same time, we would have to bring a bow and a shotgun, which is not going to happen. This is the one thing that I don't like about the Matariki Park missions. They require so much weapon variety that a loadout of 2 weapons is just not enough to cover everything. But it is what it is. Okay, we gotta go back to the road. Then we're gonna have to go left. And we're just gonna have to follow this. Yeah, we're just gonna have to follow this to the end. So straight ahead and then just going to the end. And then we're gonna have to go a bit cross-country because we don't really have any roads to go to where we need to go next, but that's fine. We'll manage. We'll just have to make sure that we don't run over any animals while we're doing that. Oh, those are bunnies. Okay, I was like, what did we just nearly run over? It was either hares or rabbits. Alright, let's go. I have believed for a long time that the only fair way to hunt smaller games is with bows and crossbows. The skill required to get close enough and execute a fatal strike makes up for a natural advantage that any human has. You have to really think about each approach and shot, and this is how I know for a fact that every hunter will be respectful enough. Don't be like some others. Smaller does not necessarily mean worse or deserving less respect. Hate Rab, bow down Matariki branch representative. So that's a reference to the Tikamoon cabin competition, the bow down competition. Harvest the European hare shot with a crossbow and harvest the European rabbit shot with a bow. Again, you really need a highly specific loadout in order to get that done. Okay, now we have to make our way to this cabin. And we're pretty much just gonna go straight cross country because there really is no easy way to get there. And then we are going to go up here, and over here should be another campsite with another mission for us. I must admit, I really do like the visuals of Matariki. Like, visually, this is one of the most beautiful maps in my opinion. And also fairly distinct map. Like, if you see a picture from Matariki, you will usually know that it's Matariki. It's just... it's got a few bow and crossbow missions too much for my liking, so... Alright. This is the cabin. Let's pick up the map that we have in here.
You have discovered Matariki Park's grassland habitat. As you would expect, grasslands are the most diverse habitat in Matariki Park. Hares and rabbits, ducks and pheasants, boars, and almost any deer you can imagine. It's all here. Don't let the relatively small size of the area trick you. This place is full of surprises.
Alright, let's go. Gonna go left until this one, and then straight up to the next one, which is over here. Let's make sure we don't run off of that boar. Oh. Nearly ran over a bunny. Hunters are survivors. This is why this is not a simple occupation. It is a way of life. Hunters can adapt to any environment, to any possible situation, and to any weapon as well. No matter how well you take care of your firearm, there are many ways that it can fail you when you are in the wild. This is where the backup option comes in. You have to practice and be proficient with it. So let's just imagine you go bird hunting, experience a little malfunction, and have to rely on another weapon. Are you still going to manage? Chandler Hunting Association. Harvest a greylag goose. The single fatal shot must be made with a shotgun. Harvest a wild duck. The single fatal shot must be made with a crossbow. Okay. We are going to take a little detour. Because there are a few places here where we technically don't have to... A few campsites that we don't technically have to go to, but I do want to go to because it's going to make our life easier in the long run. We're going to go around here to the left, up, and then there should be a campsite right around over here. And again, I'm just picking the next few up because otherwise we have nothing up there in that area. But we will have to hunt there at some point, most likely. And it's just going to be really annoying if we don't have that stuff sorted out before we get there. So I'd rather get at least 1 or 2 campsites up on the map already. This is not a campsite, but it's right along the way, so we're just gonna pick this up. Wakaria Farm. This lighthouse we're gonna come back to for the story at least once or twice. So we're not gonna spend any time on that just yet. Yeah, and now we are in the private territory. This is Avaiti, the lowland forest Avaiti, which is honestly the best place to go if you're looking for red deer, sika deer, and I think that's mostly it what's left up there that you want to hunt. But red deer and sika deer, you can find really big ones up there. White-tailed deer as well. And the red deer on this map, well, let's just say they're a bit divisive. People go to great lengths for easy solutions. Take the most recent fad, tiny antlers of mature deer that allegedly bring all possible health benefits at once. For the past few years, we've been receiving lots of requests specifically for smaller trophies. Hey, somebody else who wants a lodge of shame. Nice. I usually turn a blind eye as long as something brings profit, but this one got me curious. Why small? Why not large? It's been gnawing on me for way too long. I have to find out. Once you collect a specimen, I'll send it to a lab. And as long as you don't tell anyone, you'll be rewarded. Harvest a mature male white-tailed deer with a trophy rating of 2 or lower. Okay. We'll do it. Those are the ones that we're looking for anyways, so that's right up our alley. Okay. We are going to go... We're going to follow this road until we get over here. Then we're gonna take a short excursion to that campsite up there. We're gonna go back out and take an excursion to another campsite, which we are going to need some of these because we do have the herd manage up here. And then I believe this one is a campsite, if I'm not entirely mistaken. So we're probably gonna go from here. Or we're just gonna go straight across. That might honestly be the easiest way, to just go straight from here. Okay, so straight ahead, right, to the next campsite. A bit of a way to go right now, but we'll get there. And then we're gonna go back down the southwest of the map, which is where we need to go anyway in order to do our mission. But that's gonna be next weekend. Because I think it's gonna take us all the time just to collect everything here. All of the campsites and tasks that I wanna pick up. Okay, we gotta go right over here. Should be a campsite up there. Yes, there we go. Just grab that for the map. Yeah. So now we actually have the spot up here to go to. We need to go right, left, over to the next campsite. Yeah, we're on the right track. Good. And we might actually find a tar over here, to be honest. Because they do live in the highlands and in the mountains, so there is actually a chance that we might find one here. Alright. Let's pick up the campsite and then we'll see if we can find a tar. Those are elk. We do also need elk for a mission, but... Oh! Hi! We have tar! 1-star adult. Adult female, young female, mature female. 1-star young. Okay, I think we're gonna take the mature female. If I can just figure out which one it is. This one. Alright. There we go. We need to go that way anyway. And hello, horror reaction in gaming. Sorry that I only just saw your message right now. I had a bunch of other windows open to see where I actually needed to go. Because I do need to figure out where exactly these campsites are. I don't think we can see our elk from here, can we? No. Alright then, we're just gonna see if we can find this tar. That is lots of blood, so she should not have gotten very far. The tar should not have gotten far. Oh, there she is. Oh, and there's our elk. I just want to know if there are any, like, 4-star matures or 5-star matures in there, by any chance, because that would be hilarious. 1-star mature. 3-star mature. 1-star adult. Okay, so nothing that I need immediately right now. Okay. Let's pick up our tar. So those are the tars. The females are pretty unremarkable, but the males have this really big fluffy coat around the neck. I love them. Tars are really cute fluffies.